I'm a traumatic brain injury survivor, and this is one of my experiences. This is a disclaimer to the video coming next, because the video coming next is a bit more visceral because I am in a TBI rage. Why am I in a TBI rage? Why have I stepped out of my character and I'm having negative thought processes? Because I am a very positive, optimistic type of person, and this is not my mindset. What has happened to me? Well, I've lost control. I've lost control to the fact that I'm having intense emotions and feelings that are irrational and irregular and illogical to what I am experiencing. I have control in being able to be present, which I worked very hard to get and relearn and maintain. However, I'm doing everything I can to engage in positive coping skills and release the anger and release the tension and try to reframe negative mindsets. That is much easier said than done. But why did I enter this? One, it's New Year's Eve, and I just spent 3 hours doing a 2-hour sensory deprivation salt float and hyperbaric oxygen therapy to regulate myself to be able to go out and work so that I could make rent. Now, it's very frustrating to put so much effort to regulate myself and continue to re-regulate myself when I walk out into this society and get immediately dysregulated like what happened here. What happened here is that I walked into a restaurant to pick up 2 orders and there was a 40-minute wait. And the chaos of overlapping sounds, the 20 people waiting, trying to find where I need to stand while everybody else is moving around me. And it beat me up to the point to when I walked out, I was in a rage. I walked into that car and I just screamed, and I didn't realize that it depleted me in the ways it had depleted me. And it took me 2.5 hours to calm down with intentional work. 2.5 hours. In the video, I am tired. I don't even have the energy to be as angry as I was for those 2.5 hours. But you see it inside of me. And I hope you see it. And I hope you can relate and try to understand all the different ways, like the brain battery, the frustrations of how we're trying to navigate and survive in this world that cause this rage inside of us. So I ask for compassion and grace, and may this perspective help somebody else. Y'all wonder why we're 400 times more likely not to stay on this planet. Y'all wonder why ideations are commonplace and live rent-free in our heads, mine especially, like as if it's common law now. It's been there so long that we're practically considered married. It'll never happen, but let me tell you why. Because this is no life at all. To have to constantly, 24/7, be intentional in regulating myself. I spent all day trying to regulate myself so that I could come out here and work, only to immediately get unregulated to a point of a rage where I've been screaming in my car at the top of my lungs to express it and get it out, to release it. Like as if something else has taken over my body and the way that I feel, and I am angry. I am so grateful I have the skills. And I have to slow it down. And right now, I don't even have the energy to be as angry as I feel. My head is mush. And I'm just trying to financially survive so that I have a roof over my head and food in my belly. And people wonder why we're 400 times more likely. Why it's in here all the time. We just don't speak about it a lot because we don't want to scare you. But it is our reality. Let that sink in. We need the compassion and grace. We need safe environments. Of course, my phone just rang. It was the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm trying my best to give good to this world, and I can barely even fucking feed myself.